Welcome back. Mpumalanga police have clarified that more than 450 illegal miners were arrested at the Sheba Gold Mine in Barberton. Earlier reports suggested that over 1,000 illegal miners were arrested during Operation Vala Umgodi on Friday. Sheba Mine is part of Barberton Mine, which is still operational. Police say about 1,000 illegal miners were identified underground, but others are reported to have evaded arrest by going even deeper. But their freedom will be short-lived as the police prepare to return underground. Meanwhile, the arrested illegal miners, who are mostly undocumented foreign nationals, are being processed at various police stations, and they will be appearing in court soon for contravening the Immigration Act and illegal mining. And for more on this now, we are joined by Benchmarks Foundation Chief Researcher David van Wyk to unpack this issue for us. And he joins us now via our video link. David, thank you so much for your time this evening. Let's start off here. What is your reaction or your thoughts when it comes to a number of illegal miners being arrested at that Barberton mine in Mpumalanga?
Well, I think that the mines there are very old mines. The Fairview, Sheba and Consort shafts are very old shafts. They belong to Pan-African Resources now at the moment. This company has had a troubled labour history. In May, they dismissed or retrenched some 250 workers in that particular mine, and they've had problems with ghost operations in the mine for a very long time. It's because the Barberton mine is very old. There are very many entry points, ventilation shafts and so on that are unguarded and unprotected. But also mining operations these days are very difficult to manage because subcontractors and labour brokers and everyone else operate there, and you no longer have a fixed staff like you used to have in the old days. So the mine management don't actually know who should be underground and who is not underground. And the mine workers themselves don't know who are part of their teams and who are not part of their teams because of the situation. The system of subcontracting and labour broking, the unions have warned since the mid-1990s already that this is going to create chaos in the mines, and indeed it has created chaos in the mines because it's very easy nowadays to put a team of workers underground that operate as ghost workers. You know, we need to find out who put these people underground. They didn't put themselves underground. We need to find out who are the syndicates who put them underground. And very often those syndicates are employees of the mine itself, sometimes management of the mine also. And unless we actually get to grips with the situation will get out of hand. But also, these mines being very old, they are very marginal mines. So we need to begin to look at what are we going to do with these mines. We need to actually repurpose them, rehabilitate them, and make sure that they cannot be operated in an illegal manner. But that kind of planning still needs to be done, and people need to begin to have that debate. It's long overdue.
And David, I mean, not so long ago, we were dealing with the issue at Stilfontein Mine and a number of zamazamas also there being found. And as you're saying, particularly with this one in Barberton, it's also very difficult to track, which are illegal miners and which are not illegal miners. And when you look at, what the police have found in regards to this specific mine, there were a number of illegal foreign nationals also found. What makes this a major concern, particularly for this particular mine in Barberton?
Well, the first thing is many of the Stilfontein people moved across to other mines. We find them in the Free State now, we find them in Gauteng, and probably at this Barberton mine, many of the people who were underground at Stilfontein would be found in this particular situation as well. That's the first point. I think the second point is that we've had mine closures and retrenchments on a massive scale in this country over the last decade or so. Tens of thousands of workers have lost their jobs. These workers were drawn from the Eastern Cape, Lesotho, Swaziland, southern Mozambique, Zimbabwe, and so once these workers are retrenched, very often they are unable to secure their pensions, they're unable to secure their unemployment benefits and so on. And because of the living out allowance that most mining companies operate, which is a very problematic system, you have squatter camps around most of the mines in South Africa. And once workers are retrenched, they need to continue living, they don't have their monies to go home, and then they find themselves going underground again.
What sort of pressure needs to be put on government to try and find a solution to this issue? I mean, we always talk about trying to legalize, particularly small-scale mining. What needs to happen now so that, we curb this issue, particularly, like you say, that it often leads to the mushrooming of new squatter camps surrounding these mines?
Well, yes, I think that what needs to happen now is we need to do an audit of all mines and see at what state of life or what level of life they are. Are they close to closure? Are they still operational? Are they abandoned? And so on. Once we've got a clear idea of what mines we then need to have an idea of what infrastructure is available. Is that infrastructure available, suitable for small-scale mining and artisanal mining? Or should we repurpose the mine for other purposes? Because mine wasteland can be used for solar energy production. Deep level mines can be used for gravitational or geothermal energy production. We can really do a lot of things with the mines, the workshops, the recreation facilities, the clinics and so on that are associated with these mines can actually be utilized by surrounding communities and sustain employment and actually prevent a situation where high unemployment leads to people going underground illegally.
Right, David, thank you so much for your time. That's David van Wyk there, unpacking the issue around illegal mining in the country, particularly looking at that specific mine, and he's from the Benchmarks Foundation.